news, a massive bombshell on Iran. Let me know in the chat how the audio is. This is going to change a lot of things here. We're going to get this word out as quickly as we possibly can. Change a lot of things. Let me know in the chat. Fred's over there sitting on the lawnmower. Oh my gosh. Let me know how the audio is. I just got finished taking care of some yard work, and I wanted to get this word out. President of the United States just, let me know how the audio is in there. President of the United States just dropped some information, basically canceling all, Fred, get out from under there. He's going to lay completely on the camera. Okay, the camera cord. We've got this rigged up Jerry style. We've got an extension cord over here because my phone was about dead. But the President of the United States just dropped massive news saying he is calling off all talks with Iran. And I believe this is huge. They had a foreign minister, Iranian foreign minister, I think his name is Argachi. He was in Iran, or in Pakistan, in Islamabad this morning. President of the United States says, you know what, if they want to negotiate with us, they can get on the phone with us. So let me know how the audio is. Feel free. I'll switch this around here. You can see what we've been up to. We've been mowing. We got dogs everywhere. We got chairs everywhere. Fred is underneath my feet, as always. And I got a good cigar. Audio's good. Fantastic. I hope y'all like these little backyard chats. If you do, let me know. But the President of the United States, and you can see sort of the reflection there, what we got going on. Donald Trump says we're done with negotiating. We are finished. We're off. Negotiations are off the table. I don't know how many of you want this to happen. How many of you believe that this is the right decision for this to happen? But we covered this morning, a little live stream this morning, about how this is affecting China. And I think not only is it affecting China, it's affecting a lot of our former allies, the NATO partners, Italy, France, Germany, the UK. It's affecting all of these allies because we now know that they are not really our allies. We don't believe that. I don't think so. Somebody says backyard chats are my favorite. If backyard chats are your favorite, hit the thumbs up. I literally have an extension cord ran from the porch next to the fireplace out here. I got my rocking chair, and life's pretty good, man. But I think we're out of negotiations. I think negotiations are off the table right now. Donald Trump says if you want to negotiate, you call us. We're not sending Jared Kushner. We're not sending Steve Witkoff. We're not sending the Vice President of the United States to Islamabad on a 15-hour flight to Pakistan. Number one, they would be flying over countries that are probably not the most friendly to us right now. That's number one. Number two, there is always a margin of error for flights that long. Landings, weather, accidents. I don't want to be that negative because you all know I'm not a negative person like that. But that is what we have to start thinking about. Guys, make sure you smash a like and subscribe. Join the channel as a member. I always try to get 5 to 10 new members on the channel. That's what keeps my channel alive, right? I don't have the big subscriber base like some of these other guys. I don't have it. And I probably will never get it because I think a lot of times we're a little too close to the target. We're a little too near. We're over the target. Okay, guys? On a scale of 1 or yes or no, just let's do a yes or no. Do you think the president made the right decision by calling off negotiations? Yes or no? I think at this point, Iran doesn't have anything to negotiate with. A lot of yeses in there. I'm going to try to keep track of this. 1 for yes, 2 for no. I mean, I hate to say it. The Kenny Rogers song, what was it? No Time to Count Your Cards When You're Sitting at the Table. I think that was The Gambler, right? I think Iran has been gambling with their sovereignty, with their lives, with the lives of their people, with their economy. Iran has been gambling. And we've got a guy in office right now that's not taking a paycheck. 48 months. I'm coming up on 60 months. The guy in office is not taking a paycheck. That in itself tells me the guy's not in it for the money. I don't believe that the president, somebody says looks fake. I don't know how fake that is. That's my rock wall. I got dogs laying everywhere. This ain't fake. President Trump calls off negotiations. Says if you want to contact us, call us. Pick up the operator, please connect me. I think that's a Randy Travis song before he went crazy and got naked and went in a church, right? I want the Iranian people to get control of their government back, to get control of their country back. You have to want that for those people. I don't want to be the ones that does it for them. And I covered this morning. I hope you go back and watch that live stream from this morning. We broke down everything with regards to who this is really hurting the most. It's hurting China more than it's hurting Iran. That's just my thoughts there. I got some iced tea here. A little bit of iced tea. You like that? Deer with an arrowhead. You like that? Good friend of mine said that. Every day, we're on day 57 of this conflict. There's 43 days left until the real deadline. We hit day 43, or we hit day 100. China is out of oil. They are out of the capability to produce gasoline and diesel. Their economy comes to a screeching halt. Somebody says the war is hurting America the most. Michelle, how is the conflict that's not actually a war? How is the conflict hurting America the most? Tell me that, because I'm going to tell you right now, I just mowed my yard, I fed my dogs. I don't see that, and you can see I did a little cleaning over there. I don't see this hurt America the most. I'm smoking a Casa Fuente. Casa Fuente. You got to get these in Vegas at the House of Fuente. Oh, it's a good cigar. This cigar is I think this is about 15 years old the last time I was actually in Vegas. So it's got to be 15 years old. Now, they age these 10 years. So let's just say, ideally, this is 25-year-old tobacco. That's smooth. That's really smooth cigar. Says, what will happen if China can't send our meds? I don't know. I would start thinking about that. If you're this late in the game, thinking about that, I don't know what to tell you. But that might be something you want to think. I don't have all the answers. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I am not here to change your mind. I'm not here to change your ideology. I am not here to change your religion. I'm not here for that. I'm here because if I wasn't talking to you all, I'd probably be talking to my dogs. And Fred doesn't really give a shit about politics. Neither does Daisy. Neither does Gracie. Neither does Dixie. Dixie is Daisy's mama. She's laying over there somewhere. We've got the mama dog and Daisy's a puppy. What about a Chinese food shortage? I hate to say I don't care about the Chinese food shortage. I really don't. Corn Pop, thank you for becoming a member. Corn Pop, you're back. I allowed you back in. I went through and unblocked everyone. I'm that kind of guy. So Corn Pop, thank you for coming back in, man. Corn Pop's a member on the channel now. We got to get him into the Discord. But what do you all? Let's flip this subject matter around. What do you all think? Right? What do you all think? I am on a rocking chair. This is my outdoor Comfort Pro rocker. You like that? It doesn't get any. I don't even have any shoes on right now. I don't want to show anybody my damn feet, but my shoes are off. 10 toes down in the grass. Cigar, iced tea. I think it's about as redneck as it gets. I think it's about as redneck. I'm what you see is what you get, guys. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with me. I don't care. I really don't care. That might be why my channel is not growing. There's a lot of other guys putting out a lot better content. They have, they've got more time on their hands. I got a full-time job. Full-time job, critters, farm, all that stuff. Do you have a boat in the yard? No, it's in the shed next to my truck. And we're going to be getting the shed built out. I just had everything in the shed rewired. My wife is always about grounding as well. She says grounding is good for you. Grounding's good. Well, I'm barefoot about 90% of the time, so there you go. But I'm getting my shed. I just got it wired. Sorry about the smoke. You don't mind if I smoke, do you? You don't mind if I smoke, do you? I don't care. I don't care what y'all do in your own time either. I believe the president's had it with everyone, and I'd love to get your opinion on this. Do you think that the president has had it with everyone? I believe he has. I believe the president has had enough with everything Iran. I believe we have as much damage being done in our own country from people here that we do over there. This is a one cigar live stream. One cigar and then we're bouncing. I'm going to this dinner. I got to put on a suit and tie tonight. The wife she went and got her nails done and all this other stuff. We're getting dressed up, going to this formal event. Superman's going to be there, Dean Cain. A friend of mine, Rob O'Neill, he's going to be there. Took out bin Laden. It's a big fundraiser for veterans is what this is. Love your fence. That would look good. It's 5.5 feet tall. 5.5 feet tall, horse wire, all the way around the property. We got a lot of shade trees. I'm sitting under a hickory. I'm sitting under a hickory tree right here. We got sycamores, pines. We've got another hickory over there. We have some cedar trees behind me. There you go. Got a little shed here. It's got like freezer and all that kind of stuff. I think I'm very happy. I hope that y'all enjoy this kind of stuff. I know some of you probably live in I live on a dirt road. There's a dirt road right out there. About a quarter of a mile over that way. There's a dirt road. This is Q&A. What questions do you have to me? Do you care for smoke? I don't care. There you go. There's my answer. Love it. Bombs drop Monday, don't you think? Jonathan, you might very well be right. I think we go back to kinetic. I think the first thing the president goes to is power plants. He goes infrastructure. Electricity on the fence? No. I'm glad you're a fellow American. Thank you. I love cactus. I've got a cactus over there. We got some sycamores. I hate them because of the leaves. Ben, you just keep rubbing that cigar? Yeah. Stogie time. Living out in the middle of nowhere is nice. Yeah, I can pee in the backyard. There you go. Grilling steaks on a cast iron skillet. I've got a Traeger over there. A wood pellet smoker is what I like to do. But I put a skillet in there. I've got an iron skillet. You can see Daisy up there. Anybody that thought the background was fake, there's Daisy. There you go, Daisy. Dixie's over there too. So there you go. We got dogs on patrol. But what kind of questions you got for me? This is Q&A. We got about 1,300 people in the chat. Trees love urine. Yeah, they do. They do. It's good for them, right? It's good for them. There's the other one over there that you saw over there. That's Dixie. That's Dixie right there. That's Daisy's mama. That's Daisy's mama. Dixie's here. Gracie's over there. Fred is always less than 1 foot from me. I can't remember, did you say your horses were quarter horses? My wife and daughter used to do team roping. My wife was a heeler, if you know where that was. She roped the heel, is what she did. Corn pop behavior, I'll ban you. I don't really care anymore. I look at my channel as a little bit of a family, but you know, sometimes you have bad actors. We've all got bad family. Quarter horses are the best. Yeah, we've got we got 5 horses, 4, and we've got a very young, a young colt, a young filly, is what she's there. My mother's name. I think President Trump at the media dinner will be lit. That's a good question right now, or that's a really deep. That could get interesting. Tonight at the correspondents' dinner, the president is going to get up and speak, and he is going to call out the news media to their face for all of the bad information. He called out Candace Owens this morning. Captain Dan, thank you so much for the super, Captain Dan. Y'all give Captain Dan the thumbs up. Ben, check out Alec Bradley. I've had some Alec Bradleys. I think I've got some of those in my humidor. I've got some Alec Bradleys. The Prensado was cigar of the year about 8 or 9 years ago. It was a great cigar, if you like that. Ben, would you like some cheese? I love cheese. Squeaky cheese. Captain Dan, you got a thumbs up. Thank you very much for the super chat. A $2 super chat. We got all the mowing done. We got all the weed eating done. I don't know about you, but I hate weed eating. That's my least favorite. We got the blower ran. What kind of work do you do? Somebody asked me what kind of work I do. I am retired from the Navy. Full-time job, I am a veteran service officer. I help veterans file for VA disabilities benefits. I help widows file for pensions, burial benefits, sadly, hospice care, aid and attendance. I help people get their discharges upgraded. What else do I do? That's the gist of it, right? That's the gist of it. Is this going to be on live TV? We're live right now on YouTube. I don't know about TV. I don't know. Somebody said, new here, really look forward to your shows. Smash the like and subscribe, and join the channel as a member. That's the easiest way to support the channel, is to support the channel as a member. Super chats are always welcome, not required. But this is just me out here shooting the breeze. I think the camera on this iPhone is pretty good. I think I've got like an iPhone 12 or something. Do I ride a mower? Yeah, I got a Hustler. You can see the Hustler mower right over there. There you go. Hustler mower right over there. And there's Daisy. You can see her. She's passed out, right? Hustler mower. There's about 4 acres that I got to mow, is what I've got to mow. It's only a 42-inch, no, it's a 52-inch deck. 52-inch deck. I thought about getting a bigger one, but there's a couple of gates that it would be difficult for me to get in and out of. And I'll tell you this, and I'll try to get a photo. When I mow, when I get on my Hustler right over there, Fred sits on my lap the entire time. He loves mowing. Ben, how do you feel about the USA selling oil to China? We're currently selling them 600,000 barrels a day, according to my research. If we're not selling it to them, who would? live stream this morning was not taken down. It's still up. I edited out 2 things that they didn't like. The live stream this morning is still up. There you go. I love Dean Cain. I'll try to get some photos tonight with Dean Cain, Superman. We'll try to get some stuff like that. I've got a couple of things I'm going to raffle off, or not raffle off. I'm going to give away to some members. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I got a couple of really good things that I'm going to give away. I got a couple of books that I've had signed by Rob, and I'm probably going to send them away. I have an umbrella. Pure Blood, welcome to the Basket of Deplorables. Y'all give Pure Blood a shout out. Shout out for Pure Blood for becoming a member. Thank you very much. That's what keeps the channel alive. I'll have to add your name to that new scrolling membership counter. Let me ask you this, guys, and this is a genuine question. Genuine question. I'm reading all the chats. Why are so many channels on YouTube that do live streams? Why do they only respond to you when you do a super chat? Why do they never take your phone calls? Why do they not respond to some of your questions? Do you think it would give people, somebody said, who is that? Eliza, I give up. I don't know what that means, but don't give up. Life's really good. The Bigfoot is back there put up on the fence. Do you think that Troll Under the Bridge says afraid of criticism? You know, I get a lot of criticism on phone calls. I don't know why other channels don't respond to you all. Ross, thank you very much for the super chat. $5 shout out from Ross. Ross, y'all give Ross a big boom shakalaka. I don't have the boom shakalaka sound maker out here. Seafood burgers and brews tonight. Life is good. TM Cord, thank you. Church donation. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that, man. That's a sweet-looking retaining wall. Ben smoking on the wacky. No, it's a, this is a Casa Fuente cigar. You can only get these in Vegas at the House of Fuente. Here you go, right here. But why are certain channels only interested in you for certain things? Did you get my donation? Lionheart. If it came through on CASHApp, I'm on my phone, so I wouldn't be able to see it. Lionheart, I think there's a lot of supers that are rolling in right now, and I'm sure that it did. I'm sure that it went through. I'm scared to touch much on my screen. This phone is old. I tell you what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a new iPhone. This one's like an iPhone 12, so it's old. I think they're on like 18 now or something. I'm going to get a new phone so that I can do that. So I can do more of these. Because now that it's nice weather, I'm probably going to set out here. We'll probably move around the place. I've got a big burn pile over there I need to burn. So we might do a bonfire night. We might do a bonfire night. How about that, right? We might do that. Lynn Morrison, thank you for becoming a member on the channel. Boom shakalaka. Somebody says, Ben, are you a shellback? I am a shellback. It's funny, I broke those certificates out. Shellback, blue nodes. We're both of those. Order the Ditch, Order the Rock. Yeah, we've got all those things in there. Daniel Osborne, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Patriot Club. If you become a member on the channel, you get access to a Discord server. It's a private chat. It's 10 cents a day. $3 a month is the minimum. If you want, bonfire sounds great. If you're in the area, hell, I might invite you over. If you're a member, I might invite you. I'm a polywog. Oh, okay. Need a real VSO for my issues with for the VA. Contact one in your area. If you're in Arkansas, I can help you. If you don't live in Arkansas, I could probably give you some advice. Let's see here. Northern somebody said Semper Fi. Northern New Hampshire. Semper Fi, that is JTV 9 Live. Maybe it's ITV. I don't have in my contact lenses, and the only glasses I have out here are my sunglasses. Let's put on the sunglasses so we look cool. How about that? We want to look cool, right? Let's look cool. Here we go. Ben, keep the iPhone 12 while you can. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Sent through PayPal. Oh, okay, Lionheart. I can't see it right now because I'm not logged in, but I will give you a big shout out. Thank you for that. C130, thank you for tuning in. Got to wear the shades. I'm in a shade under a big ass hickory tree. 3 people couldn't put their arms around this hickory tree right here. Maui Gems. Yes, they are. I think my daughter bought these for me. I don't really buy anything that I wear myself. But, you know, that's just because I don't trust my own taste. And maybe my wife doesn't trust my taste. Yeah, these are Maui Gems. You can see my iPhone right here through the reflection. There we go. But do you think that they start... Do you think President Trump starts with the kinetic attacks, the kinetic bombing raids? Does he start on Monday? Do you think it happens before then? How long do you think that continues? There's this rumor that the supply of missiles is low. You have got to be crazy if you believe that. You have got to be crazy to believe that. Trump will be in rare form tonight. My wife and daughter have really good taste. Obviously. Do you think they'll take Carg Island? Do you think we see boots on the ground in Carg Island? I don't know. I don't know what the next iPhone I should get. I've got a 12. I think there's a 16 or a 17. I don't know. I don't even know what kind to get. I'm not a technical person. As some of you have seen on my live streams, I struggle with electronics. Well, there you go. Need a debarking point. We've already proven that we can go through the Strait of Hormuz anytime we want. Can I get Dean Cain on the show? I'll ask him tonight. I think I'm sitting at their table. Sounds like my neighbor way over there just fired up his tractor. He's got an old Ford tractor. I think it's an 8N. It's like a 1960s Ford tractor. When I hear Carg Island, my brain, I don't know what that means. I don't know about your VA rating code sheet. You can go online and download it yourself off of va.gov. You don't have to wait for anyone to download that. It was last week. Sent you $500 for your projects. Want to be sure you got it. Lionheart. Yes, Lionheart. I did get that donation. Absolutely. That's what I used to buy that guitar and ship that guitar. Lionheart, $500 donation. Lionheart, email me so I can add you to the Discord. Now I have connected the dots. Fantastic. Lionheart, you're absolutely right. Let's see here. Ford Keys work on case. I don't know what that means. Ben, the Peanut Festival is worth going to or not? In Dothan, Alabama, the Peanut Festival is absolutely amazing. I remember going to the Peanut Festival when I was a real little kid. I remember the very first Peanut Festival I went to, Mel Tillis and Tom T. Hall were performing. The headliner was Roy Clark, and that's why I still think Roy Clark is the greatest guitarist to ever pick up anything with strings on it. I think Roy Clark's greatest guitarist to ever live. Man, we got some donations rolling in. Beautiful place, Ben. Feels like you're sitting with you in the backyard. That's exactly what we want. I want this sort of engagement where you all don't think that I'm some mystical know-it-all creature. I am literally backyard, no shoes on, dogs wandering around. Fred is right here snoozing. That's what he does. That's kind of what he does right here. He's always within about 2 feet of me. I think Fred is getting a little deaf and blind. He's about 14 years old, and I can't imagine a day without my little dog Fred. I don't want to ever imagine a day without my dog Fred. Outside of my family, I love him more than anything on this planet. Picking and grinning. You're absolutely right. Where's the bear? I don't have a bear. Said Roy Clark played the banjo. Roy Clark could play anything up to and including a mandolin, a juice harp. I mean, Roy Clark could play a pair of tennis shoes if it had strings on it. Somebody said, where's my email posted? My email is VeteranBiker, the number 1, at protonmail.com. How far is Daphne, Alabama from Dothan? I think about 60 miles. About 60 miles would be my guess. Somebody just posted my email right there, so there you go. But what do you think? Do you think Trump's going to be unhinged tonight? I think it's going to dominate the news cycle tomorrow. We'll do a live stream in the morning talking about some of that. Somebody said Benny Johnson. Benny, I don't want to piss anybody off by bad-mouthing some of these YouTubers that you all trust and allow into your houses. But I'll say this. Benny lost me as a viewer when Trump got elected. Because, Fred keeps hitting that damn tripod, because I believe Benny Johnson used MAGA to build his audience. Now, you can disagree with me if you want, but you asked the question, I'm going to give you my opinion. I've never been shy about giving my opinion. I think Benny Johnson used MAGA to build his base, to build a viewership. At every opportunity, he would go after MAGA. And then he would go a little too far. Thank you for becoming a member, Mina. God bless you. Y'all give him a shout out there. He would bring on people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massie, some of these other anti-Trump people. And I can't do that. I can't turn my back on the president. I'm just not going to do that. Benny gets a lot of the interviews. He was the headliner at CPAC, right? He didn't say anything about Texas Bully Mom. Thank you very much. Got Bulldogs. Gotcha. He turned on Trump multiple times, and then he figured out that he went too far, and then he came back. And it just seems like that was his jam. That's kind of what he did. He would turn on MAGA, and then he would come back. And I don't care for that. Tucker Carlson, same thing. Marjorie Taylor Greene, same thing. There's some other people in the space, same thing. And I just can't do that. I refuse to. I don't think he's anti-American, but he's very pro-Benny. Not that he's anti-American, but he's very pro-Benny. I think he's more worried about his own brand than he is about the greater good. I mean, he's got one of the largest conservative audiences on any platform. I would say Tim Pool has done a better job than Benny has of not changing. Tim Pool's kind of a contrarian at times, but he hasn't really changed from who he is. Somebody said the epitome of Fairweather Friends. You could be right about that. That's a very good statement. Who are some of your others? Who are some of your other favorites? Love to know. I would say the closest that I am to supporting some of these guys, I'm a big fan of Barry. Barry's a great dude. Somebody said Tim's a flip-flopper. What is that one? D-Day Cobra is Trump all the way. I like, is it Jeremy over at D-Day Cobra? I think that's his name. Yeah. I think he's a great, Now he's a little more into the video gaming pop culture than I am, but that's there you go. Bongino, Neil Johnson. Neil's a great guy, good friend of mine. Doug is a good friend of mine. Um, yeah. Somebody rides the fence. I agree. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Steve Turley, good friend of mine. Yeah. I could see that. Jimmy Fallia, good dude. Don't know him. I've met him a couple of times. What does that say? America first. Let's see here. Benny is for America first. He doesn't want happening in our country for his kids, etc. Okay, that's fine. To me, there's a binary choice right now. You're either pro-America, you're either pro-president, or it's the other side. You and I all know if the Democrats gain control of the House, they will impeach Donald Trump on day one. We've got 1,100 thumbs ups. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe. We're at 1,500 people watching. Only 1,100 likes, so make sure you get a little more. Jack Posobiec, grifter, my opinion. One word, grifter. Greg Foreman, great dude. Great dude, black conservative perspective. Let's see here. I saw somebody with a $10 super chat. I met a vet online years ago that was suicidal. He gave me his number. I called and talked him out of it. He was gun oil ready. We chat every week. They need us, folks. We owe it to them. Captain Danny Barrow, 5353. Give Captain Danny Barrow a absolute boom shakalaka for saving a veteran's life. A lot of vets just need a friend. You're absolutely right. Thank you, Captain Danny Barrow. And thank you for your super chat. I appreciate you. Stephen Gardner, great dude. Stephen, very great dude. I think his perspective on a lot of stuff is really amazing. Let's see here. Let's ask this. What are some of your biggest concerns next week? Because I think this next week is going to tell the tale with what's happening in Iran. That's what I think. I think this week tells the absolute tale. I think if Trump starts airstrikes again, that's going to change the perspective there. I think what we're going to see is a lot. Thank you, Christian, for the $1.99 super chat. Really appreciate that. Anything and everything helps. Thank you so much. I think there's one right there. There's Daisy. That's Daisy behind me. She got her summer cut. I think we're going to see airstrikes. I think we're going to see military aircraft going after these Iranian bass boats, these bay liners. I believe we're going to see some military ships, United States naval ships, further into the Strait of Hormuz. I believe that's going to happen. I really, really believe that's going to be there. Worried about SCOTUS and the birthright issue. Supreme Court. Yeah. We're going to revisit that. I don't know if that ever gets overturned. I would love to see that happen. Hollow relief is my legitimate concern. I don't know what hollow relief is. I don't know what that is. Happy Saturday to all. Also love Mr. Reagan. His Mega Man series is great. I'd never watched Mr. Reagan. What do you all think is going to occur in the Strait of Hormuz? I believe, like I said, we see airstrikes. We see kinetic strikes on the Iranian boats, these small boats. Fred just had a sticker in his whisker. Sticker in the whisker. A stisker in the whisker. There we go. I believe we see that. I think Fred wants to come up and say hello. Y'all want to say hello to Fred? Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, Fred. There he is right here. There's my boy Blue. There's my boy Fred. He loves getting up here for a chat. He loves it. He's not a big fan of the cigar smoke, but there you go. There's Fred. He loves getting up here and sitting in the chair for a minute. Sorry y'all can't see me, but there you go. There's Fred. Y'all give Fred a shout out. I got to go pick up some TREATSs. So I'll probably use some of the super chats to get some TREATSs. How about that? I don't want to say the word because he will free. Fred's really good on the phone lines. He's my call screener. Yeah, Fred's about 13. I rescued him from a rescue in Clarksville, Arkansas. And that's how I got Fred. And he is literally my best buddy. Literally my best. He goes everywhere with me. I take him to work. He loves riding in the truck, loves riding on the lawnmower. And there's not many places I don't take Fred except to church, maybe. There you go. He's a good dude. A very good dude. Nice grunt style shirt. Did you see what? What does that say? What does that say? There we go. What does that say? I did. I was in Iraq for a few months. I love my boy Patch Lurcher. I don't know who that is. Always free. Vet who just got a new place was wondering. What does that say? Vet who got a new place was wondering if you'd donate one of your 14 guitars. I have donated 14 guitars total. I do not own 14 guitars. Join the channel as a member, and I try to send disabled veterans guitars. James Oliver, thank you very much. James, where did you get a new place at? Congratulations. Fred, watch out. I don't need any kiss. He loves kisses. All right, that's enough. There we go. Turn your volume up, Mr. Ben. I don't know how to do that. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do that. Hold up. I think it's about as loud as it'll go. There we go. Volume's up as loud as we could go. Go Tyler TV. Do you remember me, Mr. Ben? Tyler TV. Tyler, I think I've seen you in the chat quite a bit, actually. But yeah, I try to I've sent out 14 guitars to various veterans across the country. I've given 4 guitars away here locally. So 14 I've given away, 4 local, 10 I've shipped out. I send out a bunch of Bibles. I help some vets locally with service dogs. That's about what I do. You know, just a normal dude. I try to be as normal as I can. I get upset. I get angry. I try to be as real as I possibly can. Ben, remember the quote, freedom has a flavor the protective never know. I think you're right about. That's a great quote. Quote, Whiskey Man, 5x5. Fred, you're a cutie. Fred's a good dude. He just likes sitting here on my lap. That's what he likes to do. Looks great. Lone Wolf, IKR. I don't know what that means. William. Uh-oh, here we go. Let's see. Let's see here. William, you're living the life, Ben. You served, and now you serve. You're truly appreciated. William, thank you so much for that super chat. Y'all give William a big shout-out for the $10 super chat. I will say, William, boom shakalaka. And that's as best as I can do. Amen, hallelujah, boom shakalaka. Oh, somebody says IKR means I know right. Okay. 2 goats and a dog. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much. $2. I'll say this. There's a lot of us that don't realize how good we have it. What breed of dog is Fred? I don't know. I got him as a rescue. I believe he's some kind of Schnauzer mix. I don't know. Some kind of like that. But yeah, what kind of questions do you have? What do you think we see in the next... Do you think we see airstrikes in the next 24 hours? Do you think we see airstrikes tonight during the correspondence dinner? I would say we see airstrikes in the Correspondents' Dinner. It's 2 o'clock or something like that here now. It's about to get dark in Iran. I think it could get really dark, real dark in Iran in a couple of hours. That's what I think. Fred's just laid on my lap. He's just sleeping now. Ben, have you ever been to Little Creek? Yes, I have been to Little Creek. Schnauzer and Scotty. I don't know. Y'all probably know more about what kind of dog Fred is than I do. Ben, are you going to cover the dinner? Oh, it's a big gala. It's a big, like, I got to wear a suit and tie. Wife's wearing a gown or, you know, it's formal. So there you go. Thank you, Tyler. Yes, Ben's kind-hearted. I don't know. I'm pretty... Do y'all think we see airstrikes tonight? Do you think we see airstrikes tonight? I think that the Secretary of War could very well be waiting for Trump to take the podium to do airstrikes. 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1, you believe we see airstrikes for night. 2, no airstrikes. And if there's anyone in the chat, I can't do polls because I'm on my phone. Is there anyone in the chat that doesn't support what is happening right now in Iran? Is there anyone that is just like, so, no, let them have a nuclear weapon? Is there anyone that believes that? I think we see airstrikes tonight. Trump takes the podium at the Correspondents' Dinner. We see airstrikes tonight. That's what I believe. Uh-oh. Daisy loves jumping up on the wall. Fred's a little too short to do that. There's stairs over there. Somebody said they don't... Oh, okay, gotcha. I think the comment that came in was they don't want to see airstrikes. Well, I don't know what else Iran understands. We got a super chat rolling in from Dave the Patriot, longtime follower. Keep up the good work, brother. Semper Fi. Dave the Patriot, boom shakalaka. Amen. Hallelujah. And a boom shakalaka to you. Thank you so much. Go Tyler, $5 super chat. I've been trying to make it in this space. Great show. I've been watching for a couple of years, and I appreciate what you do. Go Tyler. Amen. Hallelujah. And a boom shakalaka. Thank you very much. And we'll say, how dare you, in my best Greta Thunberg voice. Right? Bridge night. What do you think Trump targets first? Power plants or bridges? What kind of cigar? It is a Fuente. It's a Casa Fuente cigar. Casa Fuente, right there. Casa Fuente. Been off topic, but get that stinky cigar off your breath before your beautiful date appears. My wife knows I like cigars. What do we think first? Bridges or power plants? Do you think their grid is the way to really send the message, or the bridges? I think, here, I'm going to show y'all what I've got rigged up here. See, look, I've got an extension cord into this over here. I had to run an extension cord from the house over here because of, you know, my phone was dying. This phone doesn't keep a charge. I think I've got to get a new phone. I don't want to get a new phone, but I'm going to. There's Daisy right there. Hey, Daisy. Daisy. There we go. Come here, Daisy. There we go. I think I've got to get a new phone. There we go. There we go. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. There we go. There's Daisy right here. There's Daisy right here. We'll keep Daisy over here for a second. She love the backyard vibe. Watching. Do y'all like the backyard shows like this? Do you like these? If you like the backyard cigars and chats, let me know. How far out of town do you live? About 25 minutes out of town, I guess. 20 minutes. I live on a dirt road. There you go. So that's as far out of town as I go, right? I think there's a lot of channels that are afraid to really show you who they are. That's what I think. I think there's a lot of channels that are afraid to show you who they are, afraid to show you behind the curtain. Here's Gracie. There's Gracie right there. There's Fred, and there's Daisy over there. This is Gracie. Gracie's a bit older. There you go. There's Gracie. And Daisy's mama is over, where is she? We've got Daisy's mama. Her name is Dixie. Do you all think that there are people that are afraid to really show you who they are? I think so. We got a new member that just rolled in here as well. A new member, Michigan Gal. Welcome to the Patriot Club. If you join the channel as a member, I will put a link to the Discord, and you can get in there. Somebody said fake dog. I don't think my dogs are fake. I wish they were, because they wouldn't crap everywhere. I think there's a lot of fake people on YouTube. And I realized that whenever I went down to a YouTube, like a convention meetup. It was called, what the hell was the name of it? It was in Dallas, Texas. Vid Summit. I went down to Vid Summit. And I'm walking around Vid Summit smoking cigars. That's the way I am. And people were like, "You're smoking a cigar?" I'm like, "Yeah." Because I'm a 50-year-old white Navy veteran, and I like cigars. But it was so interesting to see how fake some of these people are. Mr. Beast, fake as hell. That's whenever I figured out that YouTube, I would say about, and I want to get your opinion on this. How much of YouTube do you think is fake? Because I think the number I tell you about how much of it is fake is going to blow your mind. Give me some percentages in the chat. How much do you think of YouTube is fake? I think a lot of it's fake. Somebody said 90%. I think you're close. 95, 90%. I think that is about what I saw when I was at this convention. And there were some channels there with millions and millions of subscribers. And I think a vast majority of them, they started YouTube with one intention. And then when they started to make a little money, they faked it. Tim McCormick, 48, welcome to the Patriot Club, brother. God bless you. We always try to get 10 new members. We might get more than that today. There's a lot of people that are fake on this platform. JVN, I saw that name flash by. Thank you for becoming a member. Boom shakalaka. I believe there's a lot of channels that are fake. I believe there's a lot of people that went into YouTube with one idea and they got a little taste of the money. And as soon as they got a taste of the money, they started seeing that they had to say a certain thing a certain way or they would upset their audience. And I think the term is audience capture. AI slop is ruining YouTube? Yes, it absolutely is. It is ruining YouTube. I try not to be fake on my thumbnails. I try not to be fake on the titles. And there you go. That's just my thought. I think once they get a little taste of the money, because some of these channels are making 40, 50, 60, $1,000 and up a month. And oh, it's the season for these flying ants. There's flying ants right now, and sadly, the cigar smoke is getting some of them away, but not much. Political whoa, Fred, watch out! He just hit the camera. What does that say? I saw a comment there. Political channels may be, but why would Motorhead channels and such be fake? I don't think they are. I don't think those kind of channels are fake. You know, like the various garage, Sprockets Garage, stuff like that. I don't believe that those are fake. Those guys are doing it because they really have a passion for what they're talking about. I agree with that. Man, these damn flying ants. But there are some channels politically that are not telling you who they are. Somebody said flush Robert. I don't know who Robert is. What's Robert saying? One of my moderators, feel free to flush Robert. I can't flush him right now. Real estate channels, I think they're all there to sell real estate, market themselves. Nick's Garage, I haven't seen that. Uncle Tony's Garage, I have seen it. Uncle Tony's a subscriber here on the channel. Scotty Kilmer, great dude. He's a little crazy, but he's a good dude. Watch out for the ticks. Yeah, the ticks are bad. I'll tell you what I do. I put sulfur in my shoes. About a teaspoon of sulfur in your shoes will get rid of the ticks. Teaspoon of sulfur in your shoes gets rid of ticks. Cigars, Kentucky Bourbon, like the vibe. What about World of Farts channel? I don't know who that is. Dave the Patriot. Welcome to the Patriot channel. Let's see here. Copper Greens. Don't know what that is. Thank you, Eunice, for timing out Robert. I don't know why. Let me ask you this. Why do I get so many trolls? Why do I get so many trolls on this channel? I don't understand it. What do you think about Nick Shirley? I think Nick's doing a great job. I don't know him. I think from what I've seen with the investigations that he's doing, I think is really good. Bet your feet stink with the sulfur. No, they don't actually. The sulfur, it is so minute that it doesn't. But I never get ticks or mosquitoes. The algorithm directs the trolls? Okay. Because you're right. Oh, I get trolls because I'm right? Okay. You get the trolls because you tell the truth? You're a Trump fan? Oh, gotcha, because I'm a Trump fan. Probably because I'm a veteran and I'm white, I think is what that does as well. Troll the truth. Copper turns green and kills fungus. When were you on the Ohio? I was on there 01 to 03. I was on the Blue Crew 94, 96. I was on the Ohio Blue Crew. I was 93 to 90. No, end of 93 to 96. That makes sense. Yeah, my CO was his last name was Slack, Chris Slack. Commander Chris Slack was his name. And then we got another CO. What was his name? Whitman, Wallington, something like that. It was with a W. Welling, Captain Welling. We had an 06, which was odd because typically you get an 05. I left the Ohio. I went to a school in Groton, Connecticut, and then I went to the Nebraska. And then after that, I transferred to the UK and I worked support staff in like an embassy contingent in the UK. Did some work there in the UK with the British Navy, British Royal Air Force, that kind of things. There you go. The trolls taste like bacon. Trolls don't have a life. I agree. You're probably right about that. Howie Feltersnatch. I have no idea who that is. Dave, you're a good dude. You don't ask how much money someone makes. Who was asking how much money? I love these kind of questions. If you want to know how much money channels make, that's very easy to see. And I could probably tell you exactly how much they make. Who, let's see here. Wow, Sheikah. Thank you, Wow Sheikah. You get trolls from being MAGA. Okay, gotcha. A lot of times being okay. Yeah, I don't have a problem. A lot of the money I use from my channel, I go to help other people. My dad started in submarines. Okay. You must have been somebody. You're doing well now. I'm nobody. Oh, you're a nub MT. Michael Bussman, Missile Tech. There you go. Baytown, Texas, Vietnam veteran. Okay. Howie Feltersnatch. I think there's a joke there that I'm missing, and I don't know. Some YouTubers start out as homesteading. I think those are really good. I like some of the prepper channels. One of the prepper channels, survival channels I used to watch was a guy by the name of Black Scout Survival. I used to watch his channel. Let's just say I don't watch it anymore. I'll just say that. Solar winds moving the planets. I missed the notification. Me and my wife are cracking up. 25 years, Mare Island. How he felt her snatch. Kind of like Mike. Oh, okay. I missed it. Sorry. I'm not good with the jokes. Bill O'Reilly. I think Bill O'Reilly was a fence sitter when he was on Fox News. He's a little bit more honest now. I used to watch, what was your main submarine job? How to get rid of fleas in your backyard. Cigars. Ever watch Ryan Hall? I think he's the weather guy, right? Ryan Hall? Yeah. But yeah, I wish more channels stayed true to their, to themselves. Like I said, I used to watch Black Scout Survival. I really appreciated him putting together like the bug out bags and all that kind of stuff. And he kind of flipped on me, you know, very similar to like Marjorie Taylor Greene and some of those people. They kind of flipped on me. Ben, did you take basic at Chicago, Great Lakes? Yeah, end of 93. I was in there in Great Lakes. I think November, December 93, I believe. I remember our company, 101. Company 101. I do remember that. Ben, you piss me off sometimes with your phone calls, but that's okay. It's the real you. You know what? If I didn't piss you off, would you really watch? If I just told you what you wanted to hear, would you really believe me? If I just moved whichever way the wind blows, would you really watch? There's a one guy, Viva Frey. I think he's a Canadian lawyer. I like him on a lot of things. Some things he says I don't agree with. I still watch. I don't want to watch people that I only agree with. That's what I think. Let's see here. What does that say? I don't believe you, BW Concepts. I don't know what that means. Did you ever go to Quonset, Rhode Island? Quonset Beach, Rhode Island. We got in a massive bar fight, or a beach fight in Quonset Beach, and another one called Musquamacut Beach. Navy 04 to 2014, loved the show. Charles Connor. I retired in 2014. Viva Frey moved to Florida, I believe. Viva Frey, I like him. I've tried to get him on my channel. I've tried to connect with him. He doesn't want to talk to me. There you go. If you watch a channel and all they do is say stuff you agree with, that's called an echo chamber. That's what I think. Love Max, what a great young man. I don't know who that is. Do you do any tours in the Indo-Pacific? We pulled into Guam. We pulled into Okinawa, Yokosuka, places like that. We pulled into Singapore. If you know where Orchard Towers is, you know what I'm talking about. The 4 floors of you know what. You're nicer in your garden than you are in your studio. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's a good compliment. I think I'm more relaxed out here. It's hard not to be relaxed. when you're out here barefoot, toes in the grass, dogs, cigar, big old glass of iced tea. Am I mean? Do I need to be nicer? Take the tag off the chair. Is there a tag on the chair? Oh, there is. There we go. Comfort Pro Rocker. Free shout out. Yeah, it's a rocking chair that folds up. There you go. Comfort Pro Rocker. Cost me $69. $69. There we go. That's how much it cost me. These damn flying ants are pissing me off. I'll tell you that. That's what I can't stand is the flying ants. Mini Pearl chair. That tag's been on that chair for 6 months. I don't know why I took it off just then. He is happier in the garden with his dogs and cigars. I probably am. Maybe I'll try to be... Do y'all want me to be nicer? There you go. My wife's chair is over here. This one, see that chair there? It rocks. It leans way. It's like a hammock chair. Do you see that? It's like a hammock chair. There you go. A hammock chair. That's what that is. I got the rocker. She got the hammock. Your honesty is refreshing. Sometimes it pisses people off. And I'll say this. This is my truth. It might not align with your truth. Ben is 100% nicer outside. Okay, gotcha. Maybe we'll start doing some live streams like this. Do y'all want to do live streams like this more? I mean, we can do it outside. I got some lights out back. Maybe we'll do some in the garage, sitting on the tailgate of the old truck. Maybe we'll do that. What time is it? Somebody let me know what time it is, because I don't know what time it is right now. And I've got to go get a shower, get cleaned up, shave. Corn Pop says I'm 3,000% nicer. Thank you, Corn Pop. Corn Pop, you're always welcome as long as you don't become an agitator or a contrarian. Okay? That's my theory. Somebody said no audio. You're lying. There we go. Okay. Well, guys, I think it's about that time. I want to give a shout out to everybody. 3:25 my time. I have got to get ready. We're supposed to be there in Rogers in just a little bit. I want to get out of here. I want to say thank you for everybody tuning in. Thank you very much. We'll do more of these a bit later on. Been trying to be Mini Pearl.